In a shocking Hassan Reddick update, the New York Jets and Hassan Reddick have reached a contract extension, and the holdout is over, and we are going to break it down as his Jets debut is incoming, guys. What's up? Welcome back to Jets Digest. It's Chris and Matt here, and we're going to jump right into the video, as we always do. And guys, real quick, make sure to subscribe to the channel. It helps out way more than anyone would actually realize, including myself, until I started doing YouTube. So guys, we're going to jump into it because, as we all know by now, we all saw it earlier, Hassan Reddick is back on the New York Jets, and he's back playing with the New York Jets, is really what I should have said, as Adam Schefter revealed that standout edge rusher Hassan Reddick and the Jets have reached an agreement on an adjusted contract, not exactly an extension. Reddick will be reporting to the team on Monday morning, and as mentioned by Reddick's agent, we will be working towards a long-term extension with the Jets. The man, Drew Rosenhaus, the new agent who negotiated the deal, got things done quickly, and along with everyone on that team, they worked it out to where the Jets agreed to waive over $12 million in fines to return for Hassan Reddick, honoring his contract for the remainder of the season, and now he's ready to get to work, finally. And as Connor Hughes mentioned, Woody Johnson was very involved in working this out. New York had granted Reddick to seek permission to get a trade, but at the end of the day, they always wanted to keep Hassan Reddick, essentially. Matt, obviously this is a massive, massive update, as Hassan Reddick finally will be playing for the New York Jets in a move that's certainly going to help them, help their defense, and I'm super, super excited to see Reddick finally suit up for the New York Jets.
Yeah, so much for no end in sight. We finally have the end of the Hassan Reddick drama. He's going to be in the building Monday morning. I'm excited to see what he's going to be able to do going forwards. Would have loved to have him to start the season, but we are where we are. And right now, it's important that moving forwards, I know a lot of Jets fans are really, they hate is the right word. They hate this guy right now because he has done everything wrong. He should have showed up. He should have done this. Should have done that. We all know that. We have to forget about that now. The Jets cannot turn down opportunities. They can't turn down help. They can't turn down any opportunity to make their team better. Hassan Reddick is a player who can make that team better. Looking at the Jets' salary cap situation, it was clear that their intention always was to have Hassan Reddick return to the team, as they left just enough cap space for his contract specifically. So Hassan Reddick, he's back. Now Jeff Ulbrich, his defense, he wants to only rush four. He doesn't want to blitz. He wants to send those four down linemen, and he wants to rotate a lot. He wants to send a lot of pass rushers through. He wants to change them on and off the field a lot so they stay energized, they don't get tired, and can hopefully wear down offensive lines by sending them guys that just don't get tired because there's so many of them. So now Hassan Reddick, he is going to come in and instantly become the most talented pass rusher, edge pass rusher that the Jets have. That's important because the Jets, we've had some games where the pass rush has looked great, some games where we haven't been able to get to the passer at all. But what needs to happen now is Hassan Reddick needs to get into football shape quickly, because he may have been working out by himself in the offseason, during the season, but you're not in football shape until you are going through NFL workouts, NFL practices with your team, doing everything that you need to do on a normal ramp-up week. Hassan Reddick has not had that opportunity because he's been out all these games, but now he's going to start ramping up right now. October 21st, he's going to be getting in his first practice, hopefully. He's going to be showing up and hopefully making positive steps to help improve this defense, to make it an even better defense than it already is.
Yeah, and I think when it comes to just being healthy and being really in football shape, it's not just the physicals of it, it's the mentals. I mean, Hassan, as you said, he could be working out as much as he wants, or as much. We don't know how much Hassan Reddick's working out. We don't have his workout schedule in front of us because he doesn't like me because I yelled at him on NBA 2K that one time. So he doesn't send us his workouts, which is really rude of him, if you ask me. But on a serious note, he's not going to know. Yeah, he's just not going to be in shape until he's absolutely on the field, playing with the team, doing contact drills with his team in the formations that they're going to run. All of this, it doesn't happen until Hassan is on the field. So doesn't have that much time. I mean, the Jets, They play today, obviously. It is Sunday. And then outside of that, you're looking at this team that needs Hassan Reddick's pass rushing, and he's got a week. He's got a week to get things going, and he absolutely is going to have to get things going. And it's partially mental. Like, playing football is not easy. It's mentally challenging to do that. And Hassan's got to be ready to get going, because we know he cares about the amount of time that he plays once he's not holding out. We know he cares about how much money he's going to make in the offseason. And what all of this is leading to, in my mind, is Hassan has to really, really lock in and figure this out if he still wants to get a good contract in free agency. Now, it could be with the Jets. It could be with someone else. It's very unclear who he's going to sign with. Obviously, his agents have been steadfast. And, we want Hassan to stay on the Jets. Hassan wants to be there. And you and I kind of agree that he certainly just wants to be wherever he can get the most money. So, thinking about it, I do wonder where his head's at, because that's going to be a huge part of it. Hopefully he's motivated now. Hopefully now that this is behind him, it's definitely a stressful situation for him just watching money go down the drain. So hopefully for him, now he's motivated. He's hyped up. He's ready to go. He's ready to go make some money. He's ready to make some money in the offseason. He's ready to show up. He has a contract that he's happy enough with. He's back playing football, what he wants to do, playing the sport he loves. So I think the Jets will probably ramp him up pretty quickly. But it's going to be interesting to see Hassan in his first game next week. Now, in the least professional thing ever, Matt, who do the Jets play next week?
Yeah, I was just about to bring that up. This week, it's a tough game against the Steelers, but Hassan Reddick, he's going to be able to get a week of practices in. And then it's the New England Patriots, which should be a guaranteed win. But any given Sunday, anything, there are really no guarantees in the NFL. So you got to play the game. Got to win that game. However, there are definitely more difficult matchups for Hassan Reddick than the New England Patriots. After that, gets another week of practices. Then it's an elite quarterback, but not a mobile one, in C.J. Stroud and the Houston Texans. That's the game that we are really going to need Hassan Reddick for. It's so important for the Jets. They need to start winning games. The roster is ready to win now. The owner's ready to win now. The coaches, the fans, everyone wants to win now. And the Jets, they just got to find a way to get it done. And looking at Hassan Reddick long-term, he's talking about their goal is to get a long-term deal done with the Jets. That's nice, but this guy's been enough of a headache already. And I have to imagine with Jermaine Johnson and Will McDonald under contract long-term with the New York Jets, I can't imagine signing Hassan Reddick to a long-term deal in New York is going to be high on the list of priorities for Joe Douglas. So whether he actually stays with the Jets, that is something that remains to be seen. And Chris, do you want to see Hassan Reddick sign do you want to see him sign a big contract with the Jets here going forwards?
I mean, the defense has been fine all year, and they haven't had Jermaine Johnson, so I don't really think it should be a priority at all. If he does, that's great. I guess, he's a good player. I don't want to see the Jets overpay him. And I feel like there's a good chance that Hassan is just going to go for the money. So someone's probably going to overpay the man that needs pass rushing. The Jets don't need an edge rusher. They're not in dire straits for an edge rusher with Jermaine and Will McDonald there. Will McDonald, much, much better season this year than he was having last season as a rookie. He's really coming into his own. Some of the most sacks in football right now. Jermaine Johnson, we know how talented the guy is, so hopefully when he's back from the Achilles, he'll be the same player. No reason to believe he won't be. He's just got to get back on the field, and that'll be next year, and we'll see how that goes. It doesn't really make sense for them to go out there and sign Hassan Reddick to some massive deal, and you could definitely get someone who, albeit not as good, but you could get another edge rusher in there, another veteran who's still talented for less money, and that feels like it makes way more sense for where the Jets are at right now with their complicated financial situation. And honestly, looking at it, it's just insane how well this team has, over the last week, very much pushed to win now. They clearly got very nervous. As we were saying, if they lost to the Bills, which they did, that feels so long ago also, it was literally 6 days ago, you got to pull the fire alarm. The Jets pulled the fire alarm and got Devontae Adams and Hassan Reddick on the team now. This is a different Jets team than it was against the Bills, and I'm really, really excited to see it.
Yeah, so Monday night before the Jets played that game with the Bills, the trade with Devontae Adams was pretty much already done. So that wasn't a fire alarm move by Woody
Mm,
Johnson, but the increase in talking to Hassan Reddick and moving things ahead with him, that is definitely has to do with the fact that we lost to the Bills, the way we lost to the Bills with Josh Allen being able to break the pocket, break QB contain, and just run all over our defense while being able to extend plays and throw the ball way downfield. That was really frustrating to see. Hassan Reddick he's gonna cut down on those types of plays. So going forwards, this Jets defense is going to be the quarterbacks are not going to be able to sit in the pocket as long as they have been on some plays. There have been plenty of plays where Will McDonald hits a spin move and we get the sack, but there have been a ton of plays where we're just like, man, this quarterback has all day to sit in the pocket and it doesn't look good. But
mm.
Joe Douglas, hopefully this is another good move by him. Just getting maybe the trade wasn't a good idea, but the move definitely going forwards is to get this guy working out, getting him playing for the Jets. Trading him was never going to be the right move because they just were not getting anything back for him. No GM was
Yeah.
wanting to pick up the headache. He'd had to go to an AFC team because an NFC team we would have had to send the Eagles a second round pick, and there was under no circumstance. The only circumstance that we would have sent that second round pick to the Eagles because he went to an NFC team would be if that NFC team gave us back a second round pick, which
Yeah.
there was a less than negative point. It was not that's never happening. Never
Yeah.
happening. Never ever happening. So Reddick, let's see what he's got.
I'm so excited, guys. Hassan Reddick has been one of the major talking points since we started Jets Digest around 2 months ago now, and it's had an amazing growth due to an awesome fan base. Guys, make sure to subscribe, like this video, turn on post notifications. You can check Matt and I out every Friday on Knicks Digest for our happy hour live stream. And also, Yankees Digest, you can see me on that. I will be back making videos on that. If anyone's ever seen it before, didn't make videos for the last few months. But they're in the playoffs. They're in the World Series. The Jets are going to be a playoff team. The Knicks are amazing. Guys, New York sports are up right now. Maybe not the Giants, but who cares about them anyway? It's Jets Digest, guys. Have a great day and go Jets.